low.
Team hustle in the building. LCMG. Sean Hustle. So you see it vivid, I frame the picture. I'm talking knees and rings. I ain't just hanging with you until we know. I'll be a stranger with you.
So the show start and then y'all disappear.
Hold me tight so them lanes won't get you. Smile, go through the pain with you. Lay and pray with you. Committed from the beginning, I'm staying with you. People gon' talk, but can they walk like this? I'm street, but rock a suit, I don't just talk like this. I'm real as they come, that's how I'ma lead. Before I play games, I'll just leave you be. But I ain't going nowhere, it's all on me. So pick up the phone, look across the room, call on me. Promise, you'll never stall on me. I'll give all of me. Cause it's all on me, it's all on me, it's all on me. You ain't gotta worry, baby. We ain't gotta hurry, baby. It's all on me, it's all on me, girl. It's all on me. All you gotta do is ask. Baby, I got your back. It's all on me, just call on me, girl. Call on me. I ain't looking for easy, I'm looking for peace. I was looking for you like you was looking for me. I'm on my grown man, prepared to be king. You can depend on me, and to be old, it depends on me. Where we go, I know, it depends on me. Better yet, it depends on we. Best foot forward, that's how we move. Everything to gain, ain't got shit to lose but you. I refuse anyone but you. And look, boo, we got shit to do, shit to move. To ourselves, number one, we got shit
money,
to
money.
prove. Can't predict your move. With my actions, I stick and move.
Spirit.
So you can always call on me. Bet your bottom bucket's all on me. And we just beginning, but no matter what, we winning, we winning, we winning. Baby, it's all on me. Baby, it's all on me. It's all on me. Baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all on me.
What up, world?
She got class, she's so smart. That lady got ass, yeah, she's got a heart. Now that's my kind of woman. My kind of woman, yeah. Whenever I'm down, she comes me up. She don't care who's around, she don't give a fuck. Now that's my kind of woman. My kind of woman, yeah. I think in real time, like a fantasy test. You can get it all if you do what I like. I don't have time to fuss and fight. If I do it, I'ma do it right. Hustle all day, we can do it all night. Water alright, cause I'ma give you that flight. Give you that pipe, we can reach new heights. Hit it twice, fall back. Make it roll as a woman, do it with pride. Keep it real with me, cause that's your type. Do it all the time, so I know that hype. Waiting for the question, cause they wanna be wise. Glow in the dark and I shine in the light. On me, a nigga need one like you in my life. I need some true, 2 minutes, let that lie. Super Bowl with the skills, keep you satisfied. Class, she's so smart. That lady got ass, yeah, she got heart. Now that's my kind of woman.
Come on in, hit that like button. Have a seat. We won't be up long, though. It's gonna be powerful.
She don't give a fuck. That's my kind of woman. My kind of woman. Yeah. I heard you wanna go far with me. No call needed for the stars to see. I'm okay with being king if you call me. Sober up, I don't need to speak, but I wanna see how far these arms reach. I wanna see if you gonna go to war with me. But warn me if you're a scorn free. At first sight, you have me shook. Damn right, girl, I had to look. Always got your face in the book. Right into my car, get ready to cook. She just as real, this platinum sound. To ride for a nigga, no backing down. Freaking fly, hurries back to town. Fast and slow, come back around. Class, she's so smart. That lady got ass, yeah, she got heart. Now that's my kind of woman. My kind of woman, yeah. I'm down, she don't feed up, she don't care who's around, she don't give a fuck. My kind of woman, my kind of woman, yeah.
Now, I'm gonna play this poetry that previously recorded poetry. And y'all know I like to take the screen off when the poetry's on because I think it's a mental way of me not allowing what's on the screen to deflect from what you hear. And sometimes if there's nothing on the screen and you actually tune in, you're gonna tune more into what's being said, if you feel me. So don't go nowhere. It's time for our bubbles. And time for some poetry. I'll be right back. I ain't going nowhere, but I'll be right back.
This is my everyday. Up early, rush to get ready.
Now, let me see him.
From Los Angeles, by way of Lower East Side, Sheehan.
His name is Sheehan from Lower East Side. This type of love.
I want to love like me thinking of you, thinking of me, thinking of you type love, or me telling my friends more than I've ever admitted to myself about how I feel about you type love, or hating how jealous you are, but loving how much you want me all to yourself type love, or seeing how your first name just sounds so good next to my last name, and shit, I wanted to see how far I could get without calling you, and I barely made it out of my garage. I want a love that makes me wait until she falls asleep and wonder if she's dreaming about us being in love type love, or who loves the other more, or what she's doing at this exact moment, or slow dancing in the middle of our apartment to the music of our hearts, closing my eyes and imagining how a love good could just hurt so much when she's not there, and shit, I love not knowing whether.
Come on, what is that shit? Sorry, y'all.
Love is headed type love. And check this. I want to place those little post-it notes all around the house so she never forgets how much I love her type love, and not have enough ink in my pen to write all the insta love about her type love, and hope I make her feel as good as she makes me feel. And I want to deal with my friends making fun of me the way I made fun of them when they went through the same kind of love type love. Only difference is this is one of those real love type loves. And just like in high school, I want to spend hours on the phone not saying shit, and then fall asleep, and then wake up with her right next to me, and smell her all up in my covers type love. And I want to try counting the ways I love her, then lose count in the middle just so I have to start all over again. And I want to celebrate one of those 1 month anniversaries, even though they ain't really anniversaries, but doing it just because it makes her happy type love. And check this. I want to fall in love with the melody the phone plays when none of us dialed into it type love, then talk to you until I lose my breath. She leaves me breathless, but with the expanding of my lungs, I inhale all of her back into me. I want a love that makes me need to change my cell phone calling plan to something that allows me to talk to her longer, because in all honesty,
Good evening, Queen.
I want to avoid one of them high cell phone bill type loves. And I want a love that makes me regret how small my hands are. I mean, the lines of my palms don't give me enough time to love you as long as I'd like to type love. And I want a love that makes me stutter just thinking about how strong this love is type love. And I want a love that makes me want to cut off all my hair. Well, maybe not all of the hair. Maybe like I cut the split ends and trim my mustache, but it would still be a symbol of how strong my love is for her. I kind of feel comfortable now, so I even be fantasizing about walking out on a green light, just dying to get hit by a car, just so I could lose my memory, get transported to some third world country just to get treated, and somehow meet up again with you so I can fall in love with you in a different language and see if it still feels the same type love. I want a love that's as unexplainable as she is, but I'm married, so she's gonna be the one I share this love with. Thank you.
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. All right, let me see if we got one more before I go in.
What's up, Toronto? How we doing?
Oh, this is a little too long. A little too long. They ain't gave me the long ones, huh? Give me a quick one, y'all. Okay, so yeah, we need to hear this one more time.
On evaluating Black privilege. Black privilege is the hung elephant swinging in the room, is the memory of a slave ship praying for the Alzheimer's to kick in. Black privilege is me having already memorized my nephew's eulogy, my brother's eulogy, my father's eulogy, my unconceived child's eulogy. Black privilege is me thinking my sister's name safe from that list. Black privilege is me pretending like I know Trayvon Martin on a first name basis. It's me using a dead boy's name to win a poetry slam. It's me carrying a mouthful of other people's skeletons to use at my own convenience. Black privilege is the concrete that holds my breath better than my lungs do. Black privilege is always having to be the strong one. It's having a crowbar for a spine. It's fighting even when you have no more blood to give, even when your bones carried you, even when your mother prayed for you, even after they prepared your body for the funeral. Black privilege is being so unique that not even God will look like you. Black privilege is still being the first person in line to meet him. Black privilege is having to have the same sense of humor as Jesus. Remember how he smiled on the cross? The same way Malcolm X laughed at his bullet, and there I go again, asserting my Black privilege, using a dead man's name without his permission. Black privilege is a myth, is a joke, is a punchline, is the time a teacher asked a little boy what he wanted to be when he grew up, and he said alive, is the way she laughed when she said there's no college for that, and it's tiring, you know? For everything about my skin to be a metaphor, for everything Black to be pun intended, to be death intended. Black privilege is the applause at the end of this poem. It's me giving you a dead boy's body and you giving me a 10. It's me being okay with that. And I tried writing a love poem the other day, but my fingers wouldn't move. My skin started to blister like it didn't trust me anymore. Like it thought I was trading in this noose for a pearl necklace. Some days I'm afraid to look into the mirror for fear that a bullet George Zimmerman its way into my chest while I was asleep. The breath in my mouth is lucky enough to scare a courtroom. I'll be lucky if I'm alive to make it to the stand. For some people, their trials live longer than they do. Black privilege is knowing that if I die, at least Al Sharpton will come to my funeral. At least Al Sharpton will mason jar my mother's tears, remind us that the only thing we are worthy of is our death. We are judged by the number of people it takes to carry our caskets. Black privilege is me thinking that's enough. It's me thinking this poem is enough. Black privilege is this breath in my mouth right now. It's me standing right here with a crowd full of witnesses to my heartbeat.
Good job. Whew. She sounded like she's about to cry the whole time. Kind of takes a little bit off the poem because it's like her emotions are running wild in the poem, and you have your emotions, and then it kind of takes you off what she's saying a little bit, but Pretty deep, pretty deep. All right, we got enough to do what we normally do. So I'm gonna do my two first that I wrote, and then I'm gonna have y'all put some words in the chat, and we do it like that. This one is called Prison. Them invisible walls will have you stuck on pause, feeling like you're invincible, but that will soon stall. Once you go beyond imagination and truly capture it all, them dirty dogs get their dirty paws on Lil Dante in a rush to install an ideology he can't escape. Deeply embedded, deep-rooted, and you can't replace. A father missing that you can't even face. No fair, no vision, no ability to trace. Grow to be fascinated by how bullets race out of your hand to an unnamed target with a deadly fate. They all out on the beat on nearly every street, yet somehow someone keeps pushing delete. You're either facing a badge or get a bunk number or a toe tag. Or excuse my English, but they made it easy to go fag or go drag. You can't go forward and don't want to go back. Somebody plotting right now, taking a slow drag, mapping out your entire future. I think you should know that. Should I mention some are standing in your face, but yet they are missing because they wouldn't listen or pay attention. Slowly fell victim to one's own prison. Prison. This one is called Because I Am a Man. Not with a flow. It's because, comma, I am a man, which kind of like is an answer to whatever question comes my way. I have no problem admitting if I am wrong. I don't mind putting in hours long. I also don't mind doing it alone. I am more than strong. I am a man. I don't mind a healthy debate. I speak straight up, no shade. I'm a man, so I move my feet. I put food on my plate because I am a man. I don't mind working together, network. I also don't mind a solo grind if it don't work. It's okay if everybody has everybody else's back, but don't have mine. That's a fact. But I am a man. I don't mind opening the door. I don't mind please and thank you. I don't mind starting from the floor. But what I can't do is these fake dudes, because I am a man. This generation thinks they can spray on some type of cologne or put a mask on. Never mind what everybody else is on. I'll just stay focused on my task because I am a man. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is play a song. And then during that song, I would like for you guys to put your words in the chat so that you could be part of this poetry. not yet. Take your time. Very welcome. Very welcome. All right, let me put this song in here. So I'm only gonna play one song, and during the duration of that song, you guys put your words in the chat, and then I'll come back with some poetry.
I ain't gonna be able to repeat it. Hey, little mama, pull that ass over. Damn. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. You ain't gonna do that for me? What you thought was yours. I know what you like. Baby, this is yours. I can show you too. Come on, girl, let's get it right. You don't believe me, I'll holler at you. You ever seen a show on the beach or something? Maybe at a pool looking like a peach or something. Make you wanna act a fool, maybe teach or something. Cause you know where it's even got the preacher jumping. Now I'm a simple kind of guy, I don't need a lot. No, I'm lying, I want the world on the platter. So guess what matters when it comes to my boo? Her entire matters. What's the matter with you? I care about what's on the net more than her beautiful breasts. Without common intellect, and tell me what is the use? My conversations after sex wouldn't be about sex. So if you want that drama tip, then it's on to the next. If you own your grown woman, then I'm on your neck. And I will not settle for less. And to tell you the truth, I'm the best in the bed, in the streets, and the booth. And I'm choosing you, so tell me what to do. Hey, little mama, pull that ass over. Right here, cause I know you ain't sober. Open up the trunk now, open up the door. To find what you thought was yours. Maybe this is yours. Only for the night. Come on, girl, let's get it right. Hey, girl, let me tell you something. This is what happened. Let's get it right. Me, you, Liverpool on the couch. Candles lit, but all the other lights are out. I'm not the plumbing man, but I'm finna pull a pipe out. Don't like that dress no more. Take it off right now. Hold on, bro, take it slow, cause I'ma tell you right now. All that OG got me feeling right now. The way you move them hips make me wanna bite down. Damn, girl, you're moving quick already in your nightgown. And yeah, the music's right, the melody is nice. Lay down, you're looking hot. Let me cool you with this ice. Not the romantic type. See, I know what you like, but fuck some Chardonnay. We'll sip some rock all night. And you know how to dress, lingerie all white. So far I'm impressed. Must say you're alright. Fuck me and lady like tip the bottle till you walk around the house like a gypsy model. Hey, little mama, pull that ass over. Cause I know you ain't sober. Open up the trunk now, open up the door. To find what you thought was yours. Girl, that's mine, maybe this is yours. Only for the night, come on, girl, let's get it right. Let's get it right, little mama. I might be yours for the night, little mama. Let's get it right, little mama. Alright, I'll be yours for one night, no drama. Let's get it right, little mama. I might be yours for the night, little mama. Let's get it right, little mama. Alright, I'll be yours for one night, no drama.
So let's get it right. We can do it all night. Go hard to the sunrise. I'ma hit it right.
No lie, you with the right guy, I'm all sharing. No lie, your beauty is very apparent. I recognize I'm in the presence of magnificence. I feel at home with you, so tell me where the pistol tent. I get it, I promise I'ma hit it right. She said that nigga hit it once, but he did it right. One of a kind, bro, I can wind it down, ya. I'm like the dog, I'm at my best when I'm behind ya.
Hey, little mama, pull that ass over. Cause I know you ain't sober. Open up the trunk now, open up the door. I'm search till I find what you thought was yours. Cause girl, that's mine, maybe this is yours. Only for the night, come on girl, let's get it right. Oh, let's get it right.
All right. That's it. With the words. That's it. That's it. How does it sound? My voice with the music behind it. Do we have balance? Put a 8 in the chat if it's my voice and the music is okay. Put a 7 if I need to turn it down. Well, if you ready, then I'm ready. I'm not gonna lie and say I was born this way. Nah. Give me one quick second, because y'all know how things go. Right when I'm about to do the poetry. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna start the track over anyway. Ooh, it didn't stop. Ooh, that's dope. Cool. Somebody's on my side. All right, let's go. Gotta go back up to my words. Where we at? She said, "You ready?" Yes. I'm ready. I'm ready to spill. In contrast to most guys who are just ready to chill. She said, "When do you want the words?" I want them right now. So as I look in my chat, I found a little bit of confusion. That's usual. Despite we are highly anointed. Even when it gets cold outside, and we know it, sometimes people are so absent-minded they don't wear jackets. And I'm asking for a friend. Is that your man you with? Why? She says, "Oh, well, because I have a hypothetical question for you. Why are you relaxing with another woman's man?" I'm trying to understand. But anyway, testing 1, 2. It's been a while, y'all. But that doesn't mean the truth won't be pulled out of my loins. Wishful thinking. Like toys to boys, poetry is my noise. Thoughtful. And numbers don't have to be high. It's the thought, though. And the strength behind this little group of mine. And we're so polite and so full of meekness. And there is no weakness except the one you probably confront. Or not. You should. Because you got your own little secrets. But keep it. Present yourself with a little bit of tact. Manners. Be thoughtful of others. That's the key. You see, everybody wants everybody else to look at me. I mean, from your perspective, figure of speech. We enter into adulthood, and we understand the meaning behind being a woman and a man, and lending a hand, being kind. But a lot of us are walking around blind, drunk, high, not addressing the things that we should. But I anticipate a form of greatness, even though some people are late. But this everlasting peace that I have will get rid of the sadness that I have, and it will no longer exist if I open my mind to this. And I can't do this tomorrow, I have to do this today, which is adjacent from where I stand right now, I must say. The only help I need is for me to look in that mirror and be quiet until I get it right inside. See, but it takes a little bit of knowledge. And most of us are facing situations and in the wrong locations. And listen, say it out loud a few times. I don't have all the answers, but keep on going. And never mind the questions, and never mind those arrested. You just do what you need to. Because you need to. Do whatever you need to put a smile on your own face. This is life. We all got it. Why waste this? People walking around as microwave aged, all tasteless. Come on now. It starts with you and me. Positive thought begot to positive thought. Unity. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not accustomed to the word frond, but I know you're accustomed to the dude Sean, and I'm gonna give you my sophisticated approach. Soulless notes, never that. Mercedes and coats, never that. That's irrelevant. She says she overstand, as I understand, we can stand together, woman and man. Nevertheless, you have a choice to rejoice in what's greater. Turn on YouTube and see them fake ass gangsters smoking weed and they're in spiritual need, and that's it. They need some balance. That's it. But this shit, they can't handle it. Not by themselves. We all need help. But deep down inside, as I go off on this freestyle ride, I know that by my side, you're there. You care, because your actions precede what comes out of your mouth. My steps create no doubt. The end. It's been a while, been a minute. Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed. That one was a little, took a little work for me. I found myself thinking a few times. But it's better than not, right? I want to say a few things before I leave. Watching YouTube last night, and you know, a lot of things I've told y'all. I've never been to Chicago, and I've always told y'all Chicago is dear to my heart because I understand a bigger picture of something that's going on in Chicago. And I was confirmed last night. I was just, you know, one video leads to another, and these guys on there telling us how they dropped off crates of guns when he was young in the hood various times. And these guys have plenty of guns and they never run out. But I want to put something on your mind. I want you to think about these two facts that I'm about to give you. And this will answer a lot of questions, yet produce a solid, it'll answer some questions, but then it'll leave room for one big solid answer. Watch this. Chicago does not have a gun store. Chicago doesn't have a place where you can walk in it and go buy a fucking gun. The state of Chicago doesn't have a gun store. There are certain parts of our country and states that have certain little laws. Now, I want you guys to really think about this. If they do, it's on the outskirts of Chicago, in the inner, in a part of the city that doesn't look like the people who use the guns, right? So I want y'all to really focus on this, and I'm never gonna leave Chicago alone. I'll just have to pick my days and stuff, but I'm gonna dive back into Chicago because I got some stuff we're gonna talk about, some stuff that'll probably have my channel shut down one day. But I sleep well knowing that the truth came out of my mouth, and I thought good to speak good, and whatever, you know. But at the end of the day, when they dropping off guns and picking up our young men off the pavement and putting them in you know, either a toe tag or a bunk number, in a city that has the highest crime rate in the world, if you ask me, and the city doesn't even produce guns. The city, if you run out of bullets, them dudes, come on, think about this. And I'm not putting our people down. I just am not an idiot, and I know how shit works. When niggas run out of bullets, they stay in their neighborhood to get more bullets. In a city that doesn't produce bullets. In a city where you can't go buy bullets. in a city where you can't go buy guns. So where the fuck these kids getting the guns from? I'm literally angry inside because there's only one Sean. And I know that there's other people who feel how I feel, but we're so segregated in like in little spots, like throughout the world. So, and because there's such a machine that has Chicago going, and the people who know that it's going on are so small that they pluck us off with the same fucking guns for talking too much or getting in the way. So the idea is to get into the heads of the young men. You don't have to pick the fucking gun up. Who's worse, the drug dealer or the crackhead? Some people say both. I say the crackhead. The reason is because at the end of the day, the results land with the person who allowed it to come into their system. I can have something for sale all day. That person that buys it and then puts it in their system is worse than the person who has it for sale. Now, if you do science on people and understand that you give an underprivileged group of people a truck to break in full of guns or shoes or anything like that, they're gonna fucking break into it. And I guarantee you, if you put it in a neighborhood in China and you put it in a neighborhood in Ireland or in a white neighborhood or a Mexican neighborhood, it's gonna happen to them too. But they're not set up. And what people fail to realize is we're set up. It's if you put things around underprivileged people that they don't have, that makes them their eyes get big, they're gonna go for it. And people know that. Prison starts outside of the prison. That's why there's so many cops on the beat. There's been cops who've been fired because they picked up a person who was snitching and took him to the hood of the people he was snitching on and let them people see him in the car and talk shit to the people. Go to YouTube, it's all there. Not everything on YouTube is factual, but then do your cross-referencing. There's a system, and a lot of black cops are just as bad as the white cops. I don't segregate black and white cops. I segregate cops versus the young men. Hello, Lala. And the reason why I talk about Chicago so much is because it's the bigger of the problem. You might have a micro Chicago problem, but the bigger issue, and it's highlight. Come on, think about it. You got the president talking about sending in martial law. They don't need guns and bullets and police awareness. They need reform. They need boys and girls clubs. They need educational systems. They need fathers in the home. They need you to leave them the fuck alone when they're walking down the street. They need you to not drop guns off. They need to see playgrounds and basketballs and opportunities to extend life, not extended clips to take lives. We don't make guns. We don't bring the guns. And half of the kids ain't even buying the guns. But then you want to blame the kid for shooting. Now, here's the difference. Crackhead buy the crack. I'm blaming the crackhead for taking the crack, fucking his life up. Yeah, we can point some fingers at the dealer. But that's like a lady on welfare buying an iPhone. Are we mad at the iPhone people or the lady who bought the iPhone? I'm mad at the lady who bought the iPhone and she got kids to take care of. In a scenario to where she's taking money from them out of their mouths. But when it comes to children, it's a very different situation. They don't have a choice. You put a gun in front of a little boy who plays cops and robbers and he finds out the gun's real. How else do you know the gun's real? Except if somebody on the other side of it isn't here anymore. It's a fascination. You know, any kid is you drop a gun off in a neighborhood of white boys, 8 years old, 9 years old, there's going to be some 8 and 9 year old boys dead. And so on and so forth as far as the age. And so on and so forth as far as the nationality. But when you have a system that says, look, we're going to take away schools, we're going to put cops on the beat, we're going to drop guns off, we're going to take guns from you, lock you up, put them same guns back on the street, bring some more guns, and they have exotic guns. They have Tommy guns. They have guns extended clip. They have guns that you're not even supposed to have on the street, even if you could carry guns. So I beg to ask, in a state where there's no gun carrying, in a city where there's no gun stores, which means you can't go buy bullets either, I don't have to ask where they're getting the guns from. The next step we need to take is driving home the idea that you need to create personal value in yourself like we were doing when I first started this. And get back on that. And, you know, everybody wants to do this network thing and this and that. Stir up the pot, get shit all fucked up, and then let's be peaceful. Great idea. Be peaceful. It's awesome. But we're not using our energy where it needs to be. You know, people stop talking about Kanika, but there's 500 more people who are dead. You got thousands of people backing you up. Do something with the thousands of people that doesn't say, well, shit, my light's gonna shine just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more, because I think there's a group of people helping people because ultimately more light will be shined on them. I'm not about to be part of nothing because obviously I've been alienated in a particular way. You have all these people who are coming up with substance, who have to create substance. I've been rocking this shit. I came from the same community since day one. There's people who get more respect that was enemies of the leaders of this community, and now everybody's rocking with them. But and they're talking about networking and people helping people out. I don't see nobody saying come over to Sean's. I don't see nobody saying let's go enjoy some poetry tonight. I haven't put nobody down. I haven't talked shit about people. Their names haven't been in my heading. I've been on the same shit since I've been on YouTube. And I'm not complaining. I'm stating what facts are. Facts are people just don't like either positive poetry or Sean. I'm cool with that. But I'm looking at two-facedness shit going on. I'm looking at people that had enemies. People who made videos about people, talking shit about people, but they cool now with Richens and they get promotion. I shout out people, rock with people, be positive with people, be positive with my platform, and I get no support. None. None. I don't get nobody who says go over to Sean's. I don't see nobody at somewhere else say, hey, why y'all don't ever go to Sean? What did Sean do to be out of the community? I don't understand. There's people getting support who are fucked up people, who are trying to make an amends as they go on. I ain't done shit to nobody. I've had to defend myself to some people. It sucks. So I'm just stating with my mouth and my reality, I am not part of that community anymore. And if I'm saying it and I'm stating it today, I probably wasn't in the minds of most people anyway, but I'm not part of the community because I've been rocking for 10, 11 months. And yeah, there's been some headbutting here and there, but never nothing I created, never nothing I started, never nothing I did to anybody. I've defended myself and been alienated. I don't know what the fuck I did. I don't know what it is, but I tell you what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna kiss nobody's ass. I'm not gonna beg. I'm not gonna pay. I'm gonna stay on what I'm on. This peace, this positivity, this poetry, but above all, the fucking truth and being a man about everything I do and everything I say. That way, when I log off here and I lay my head down, I feel just as good as when I wake up and I log on. Same guy, same person, all the time. So it may not be big, but it's facts. It may not be entertaining, but it's truth. And I'll end with that. Thank you guys for tuning in to me. Thank you who always tune in to me. Thank you who peep your head in sometime. For any attention this channel gets, it's designed more so for you to log off with something.
Vote on the bitches.
Sean Hustle. That new shit. Conspicuous, baby.
Lead up to the love, cause we gonna make it right. Until I level up, it would only be right to try. Lead up to the love, cause we gonna make it right. It would only be right to try.
You ain't ready, I get get it. But I'm ready, you willing. I ain't got time for chilling. Them other brothers were illin'. And I ain't them, I'm thin. But mentally, I ain't slim. Got me in head first, I ain't worried, I can swim. It's hard to know a world where most cats pretend they get bored with you. Quickly see in the end, on to the next thing like the latest trends. These boys hate to be men and be all in. Live like Gemini's. Have an evil twin. I recognize the struggles, I see the trouble within. Giving in to giving up your heart again. It's so damn hard to start again. Fuck it, let's go, no matter how hard it is.
We that boot to the love, cause we gonna make it right. Until I have nothing left, it would only be right to try. We that boot to the love.
Probably got interrupted, of course.
Cause we gonna make it right. Until I have nothing left, it would only be right to try.
I'm on my grown man, take my hand, let's make this work. Nothing for certain, but for certain.
I'm not gonna lie. I had to say that little rant because even though I'm a man and I stand on my own, and you know, that shit kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. Like, I'm literally the reason people drop raindrops. Like, that's crazy.
For certain, I work on your mental health for certain. But you can't live in the past. Watching your future past. Look up with the past. Like he let
I wanted to tell y'all,
catch you,
have no idea.
you my lady, I'm a dreamer.
Have you guys ever had baked spaghetti? I feel like I know that's been said before or made before. I'm sure somebody's baked spaghetti before, but I never had it. Oh, it's gone. I promise. From me to you, I'm not mentioning that shit no more. I'm human. You know what I'm saying? It take a minute, and then you see, and I seen some shit today that made me like. I was waiting to see if my name would be mentioned in this little. Everybody support and network and support and network and support. There's some drama happened on my channel where somebody, hey, you want to come up on my? I'm straight, bro. I get it. And like Ziz said before, you know what I mean? You don't want to be part of that community in the first place. Yeah, like, I mean, there's people I never heard of getting promotion. I've been here this the last, you know, but you know, you said really, so I'm like, yeah, I've been here this whole time, y'all know, and I don't hear me mentioned on no one's platform. Not even a little, hey, go sub, Sean. They be seeing it. You know why I know they be seeing it? Because I proved it a few weeks ago when I said some shit, and then the person was making lives, you know, talking directly about me. They hear it, and they be in the bushes. Even got some ideas from me as they develop their big platforms, but they sure don't mention the little man. They don't even say come over, but it's cool though. Everything has a starting place, but as a man, you figure out where you're going on your own, and 9 times out of 10, you got to get there on your own in the first place. A little support and little help goes a long way, and I got that. You know what I'm saying? I got a little support and a little help. I don't need that. My channel don't need it. What I go live for doesn't need it. I always said it'd be cool to talk to such and such and such. It'd be cool to have support of such and such, right? But you have to think, if all these months I've been writing, I haven't put you or made videos about you or you, and if my like certain feelings I've had, I've let them pass and been a man about how I see things, and I've got no credit for that in this community. all the way down to the point where you got people that don't even have fucking platforms who have channels and are getting promotion from the community. So y'all beware how you use the word community. Community is subjugated and probably used from the perspective of the person speaking to benefit what they're saying, more so to benefit themselves in what they're saying. Community is watch. I'm a very literal person. I know my linguistics. I know English. I know people. And I just want to leave on a positive note. So out of everything that's been said from out of my mouth tonight, I hope that you've enjoyed my poetry. I hope that you've enjoyed my truth. And this will be my time. I'm strong-minded enough to focus on what my channel is designed for. And at this point, I can stand firm and say, I don't give a fuck how I started. It doesn't matter how I started. Because the time I put into it, I put into it by my fucking self from this vantage point. And I've had no support. So fuck that community. Fuck that community. And it's about, from this day on, what the title says on my video and what the head and what the channel says it is. And that's it. I could care less who likes me and care more about who loves me. I appreciate you people who tune in to me, whether it's 100% of the time or just when you have time or when you made some time. I appreciate you. I love you. And when I say you, you know who I'm talking about. Peace, positivity, poetry. I'm out.